Hey gang, today we're going to take a look at the Nanoskin CitroBlast. It is a citrus-based all-purpose cleaner. I haven't quite gotten the grasp of the practical use for this product yet. It's kind of been my least favorite out of the whole line so far. Not saying it's bad, but it just reacts a little differently than most cleaners, probably because of its being able to condition at the same time. It sprays on nicely. It clings. It's not a foamer. It doesn't run off, but it dries quickly on the surface, so you have to work quick. And it kind of has a coolant look and a coolant feel to it, which is kind of strange. But let's take a look. Alright gang, before we cut it at all, I want to use it full strength. I want to experiment here and see if it'll take off some tough tar splatter on the bottom of the door here on the rockers. So we'll blast that with full strength. We'll let it sit and dwell for a little bit, and then we'll come back and see if it removes it. For dilutions, exterior 4-to-1, interior 10-to-1, and as a glass cleaner 27-to-1. So I'm going to put a nice generous layer over the area, and as you can see here, it's just a really strange product. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't found anything that I'm not really worried about with fabric or upholstery to try it on. I'm a little worried about staining because of the weird color. Like I said, it looks like coolant is splattered up here on the side of this vehicle, but it immediately starts to break down the tar. So we'll let it sit on here and see if it wipes off. The label claims a unique chemistry to be able to clean and condition at the same time. It says it can clean carpet, vinyl, engines, tires, upholstery, leather, and clear or colored plastics and glass. I'm not going to grab anything aggressive like a scrub pad or anything. I'll just get a soft microfiber and see if I can get it off. At first, the first few passes anyways, it seems like it would be tough to get off, but all of a sudden it starts to break down and it starts to come off. So with a little elbow grease, the citrus cleaner here, the Citro, actually removes light tar splatter up on the panels and up on the clear coat. A little bit surprising. I really didn't think it was going to be able to break this down at all, especially the way it kind of clings and attaches itself to whatever it's sprayed on. It's just, like I said, it's a strange product in almost every way. But here you go. You could easily see where I stopped, and from there on up, it is perfectly clean except for some nicks and scratches. Now I went and cut it to its recommendations. This is 4-to-1 for engine cleaning and exterior use. So we have a fleet truck that drives through just about everything, and on top of that the engine flings all kinds of stuff up on the bottom of the hood here. So we have plenty of material, we have plenty of contaminants to see if it breaks down and removes. So just like we did with the tar, I'm going to put a nice generous layer all over the top of the engine compartment and then wherever I can reach, and we'll see what this cleaner can do. Now, I do want to bring you in because I want to show you the first half that I started applying to is kind of drying up a bit. So once you have this on the area you want to clean, and again, this looks just like coolant, like the radiator blew up. But anyways, yeah, get to it. Don't mess around because this stuff dries up quickly. And, you know, you can rinse right away, I guess, but I just want to agitate a bit because some of this stuff is really caked on. But again, this is one of the strangest cleaners I've used in quite some time. And to be honest, I'm kind of struggling to find the best way to treat this cleaner. I'm trying to figure out if it's best to just thoroughly rinse off or do this. We're going to apply to a small area and see how it comes off with a very soft detail brush. This stuff has been flung up from the engine. It's caked on there. It's been on there for a while. There's nothing on the label that really indicates that you should treat it differently than any other APC. It does say that it can clean engine bays, floor mats, dash and door panels. Can clean clear and colored plastic instrument panels, tires and wheels, fender wells, leather, excuse me, vinyl, carpet upholstery, molding, and trim. But again, as weird as it does act, it did clean that area completely. So, I mean, when you agitate it, it doesn't really act like another APC or degreaser where it kind of lathers up. It just sort of moves everything around like you would be moving Citro. It kind of acts like that. It has that kind of consistency and chemical makeup. I did start to rinse it, and as you can see here, it is removing dirt. It's removing grease and grime. And after I was completely done, I dried it, and it did remove some stuff, and it did leave some of the harder caked-on dirt behind. But for the most part, it really did treat the rubber and plastic well, and I think that has to do with the whatever conditioner they have in here to make it a cleaner end conditioner. So, since it does well on vinyl and plastic, or it seems like it will, let's try this area here. This is a horrible floor on the inside of this fleet contractor truck. So we'll just pick out a little square here. I'll lay down some product, we'll let it sit for a couple minutes, and I'll come in just with a microfiber and see if it cleans it up completely. So for me, in my world, I will use it on floors like this: rubber, vinyl, plastic trim, tires, wheel wells. I think that's where it kind of shines. That's where the product stands out. As for other areas like the engine compartment or wheels, or even areas like this, I'll stick to the higher end APCs. I did want to do one final test in a familiar territory, so I went back to the junkyard to this trailer here. We've been here numerous times. We know how other chemicals react to this surface, so let's see what this can do. As you can see here, it looks just like any of the other tests. It's kind of like an oily, greasy. It doesn't really run, and it dries up quickly. But I tell you, it does work. This chemical actually would be great for areas that have tough EPA standards, because I just use the product itself to rinse off the area I just cleaned, and there's hardly any runoff. It dries up quickly. Alright gang, I'm going to leave a link down below for the Nanoskin CitroBlast. I personally am not crazy about it, but maybe it can fit into your arsenal, who knows. It seems to be able to do a decent job on vinyl, plastics, and rubber, probably because of its combination of being able to clean and condition at the same time. It boasts to be able to clean anything from fabric to carpet to rubber, chrome, metals, clear coat, engine compartments. So there you go. This is Brian from Apex Detail. I will catch you in the next video.
Yeah.